Hello and welcome to Factorio. I'm Galdoc and this is Factorio. Okay, I did my intro wrong. I don't care. We're playing space exploration, and it's also got some quality of life mods in it and all that good stuff. And I'm flying around in this lovely little thing. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to build out more solar panel building stuffs. So in order to pull this off, let's see, this is going to need iron and batteries, and this is going to need basically nothing that's the same. So that's fantastic. What that means is that I'll build this on one side. So let me get the batteries and stuff. So we'll have batteries coming in from one angle, or one side of this, and then the iron coming in from the other. So here we go. Oops, I need some undergroundies. I'm definitely going to need some of those. I just realized that I don't have a full complement of belt supplies. So let's go do that. They're just down the bus, or the mall. I feel like this is its own bus. It's definitely far from the humble beginnings we began with. Wait a second, I don't need that many. What am I thinking? I certainly don't need these, so get out of here. Don't need you, so get out of here. Don't need one of, well, raza. Where is the thing that makes them? Seriously? All right, whatever. Let's see. So, oh no, God bless it, not again. Oh wait, hold on. It's trying. Okay. Something is happening, and I can't figure out what. I should be powering my base enough, and it just isn't. I can't really turn anything off. I guess I could turn my defenses off. Because that is kind of what pushed me over, I suppose. So let's go do that. I can go turn my defenses off real quick. This is a little annoying, but I'm now. Oops, radars are turning back on, I think. Nope. All right, well, that's the one where I've gotten a bunch of attacks from. These defenses out here don't seem to be that big of a deal because the pollution isn't quite reaching out, but I am getting sick and tired of my base turning off. This is actually really bothersome because this feels like Biter 2.0. It's like, oh, you're trying to do something? Nah, you're good. You can just stop doing what you were doing. You have to do this thing now. And I know that's Factorio, but at the same time, it's actually rather irritating. Okay, so snip, defenses, done. Let's go down here and do the same thing. Did I want to do that? Yeah, that's fine. No, yeah, right there. That's good. I just wanted to make sure. So the solar panels are not going to be able to kickstart the base. So here we go. Snip you. Let's see. So that's two major banks, and I think there was one bank that I added that then caused all this mayhem. I think it was the northern bank. I was adding like a couple of extra of these things, but that's okay. We'll just go ahead and snip these three and see if that doesn't solve the problem when I go to kickstart the base again. Yeah, I can probably just... Let me just do one more of these things. I don't really want to sit here and snip all these. Because who knows where my pollution cloud is going to go next. Probably not down there. But still, you never know. Okay, so... Now that that's done, let's go kickstart the base again. Oh, is it kick? It is kickstarting. Oh. That's good. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, we are still way underproducing. But if it's kickstarting, then that's fine. The solar panel is enough. So all of my producers are coming from these solar panels. It's only creating like 47 megawatts. I need much more than that. All right, there we go. So slowly, this will start picking up steam, but then those accumulators aren't going to have accumulated overnight. So let's go ahead and just dump a bunch of this in here. So we need to get those accumulators accumulating. It'll go through this coal pretty quickly. I didn't grab that much. All right. So what I'm really hoping for, though, is that these things will be up to speed in crafting normally. All right. So, yeah, we're about to run out of accumulator charge. Oh, we are getting accumulator charge now. Good, good, good. Now, as long as that reaches max, we should be okay. Now, because I unhooked all those laser turrets, they were down here. Even they're still here at number 4 in terms of consumption, even though they're not shooting anything. That drain is a lot. All right, let's see. I don't know what time of day it is in game, so I don't know how much daylight I have left, but we'll just let it ride. We'll see what happens. Meanwhile, back at the farm. All right. So let's go ahead and start setting this up as quickly as we can, actually, because it does not seem like there is much time to lose. That's not enough room. Well, I guess, no, that is right. I'm bringing this stuff in through the backside. So there's that, and then, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these here, so like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to do one of these numbers here, and all these are going to be accumulators. So, and then they are going to output to this side. And then this is just going to come in here and do one of these numbers. And then, boom. So in order to get this going, we're going to go ahead, because I'm going to have 2 more, I'm going to have lines to feed the array of these things coming in from behind as well. So let's see. So this will look like this. And then, what do you need? Oh, solar panel. Steel and glass. Of course, you are not on the same thing. That would have been really cool. So steel and glass, and then batteries and copper. So copper cannot come in from the side. Copper actually has to come up and do its full thing. The problem is that in order to get this to work, I'm going to have like a very strange output system, because I'm going to run out of things. All right, so it is just regular nighttime. Let's see how we're doing here. Yeah, we're hurting. And that's just going to start going down, 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 because that is not going to get any better. That's the downward spiral. And there goes the base. God darn it. Hopefully tomorrow in game time will be better, but probably not. Well, at least I'm getting used for all this coal. Yeah, see, it's barely hanging on. Here we go. Now, how are we gaining any accumulator charge when these things are all going? I doubt it, but you know, it's possible. No, we're not even keeping up with normal production. And it looks like just about all these things are full. Obviously, the solar panels aren't doing anything right now, but they will be balanced. The solar panels should make up that difference. So if I actually wait here until morning time and the solar panels start like delivering electricity, we actually should be okay. So I have to be patient and wait here, because I thought it would make it and I was wrong. Oh well. So let's just fill these things up. Keep everything going as best we can for the moment. This is so tedious. I'm literally trying to solve the electricity problem right now, and I'm stymied by lack of electricity. Oh, what just happened? Did I just put a whole bunch of coal in here? Give that back. All right, so when do we start getting accumulator charge again? All right, so let's see. Solar panels are beginning to make power again, so we're gradually reaching morning time again. The accumulators are beginning to charge, so let's see what happens. We should be able to make it I think, through the night, or through the daytime and then the night. If this accumulator charge hits full, and then we stay above satisfaction. I know I need a little bit more, but the thing is that I have more accumulators than solar panels, so it's not like I'm going to have a deficit. All right, so let's go ahead and just get this thing going. You needed steel and I think it was batteries. Is that right? Yes. So let's, oops, I did drop. It made a drop chest. Put all my stuff in it. Here we go. Well, it's a good thing I have all that coal reserve. All right, let's try this again, folks. And boop. All right. So let's back all this up. And then you just need to go here. So here we go. Now we just need the inserters. Oops, too many. Here we go. It is definitely not homogeneous, but it'll do. So let's see, we can actually do the same thing. Oops, that's not going to catch those. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to do something that looks a little nastish here. But it'll be okay. I will survive. Tell you what, let's do this. There we go. At least my power poles will look consistent-ish. All right, so now you, green circuits, steel, all these are on different lines. So yeah, this is going to be kind of a gross setup here, but it'll be what it'll be. Here we go. Bring these up. Here we go. Let's bring them up on this side, actually. So this is going to come in here. And this is going to come in here. Here we go. So these are going to come up here like this. Ah, darn it. Okay. There we go. Good gravy. Here we go. And let's do this. So probably have the same sort of setup as we have on the other side. Probably could just take that setup right now and use it, but whatever. We're almost done here. There. Now, so this is the problem. So I'm going to have to use some kind of like really annoying weaving to do this, but that's okay. I thrive on annoying stuff. No, I don't, but I do stuff with math for a living, so definitely seems like it might be something I'd be okay with. All right, so bringing all this forward. This is going to require the steel and the glass. The glass is closer, so it's going to go on the inside like this. Let's go, right there, and then there. So then this will do, there we go. Don't know why that was so hard to get. And these are going to come down. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Why can't I do the right directioning here? Okay. There we go. And then same thing here. Now, what happened? Oh no. Why do I have this all mixed up? There's like bricks in my glass. Usually that's a pretty major cause for alarm. I must have botched something at one point and then it just never got used. So, okay, fine. All right, so here's the easy part. Input like so. Well, yeah, we'll just have the same pattern because why not? If it works, I guess just make it look the same. Very good. All right, let's check how we're doing on power. Oh, we're fine. So the accumulators are still strong, and it's definitely nighttime. And we're not using that much accumulator charge. That's not good. I don't like that. There is a way to set this up so it'll use accumulator charge appropriately, but you know, we'll live right now. Let's get some lights in here so we can actually see what we are doing. I don't think I properly lit that row either, so let's do this. Okay, good enough. So then this is going to be one of these numbers, but the problem is that how do I output, right? So the answer is going to surprise you. Let's get rid of everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an in, and then an in, and then I'm going to have an out. The out is going to have to live somewhere close. Let's see. So in, right? Then this will be out. Okay. So let's just go ahead and copy this silliness. Put it right there. And, oh, come on. You're not going to do the thing. You're just not. You decided, nah, I'm good. All right, cool. Oh, that's right, because these belts are in the way. Fine. Here we go. And then you're just going to go here like that, and then like this, and then like this. Now, how am I going to power all this, you ask? Great question. Now hush. And now how am I going to get all this stuff out of there? Great question. Now hush. Let's see. I think we're just going to do this. This is going to be a special case of beautifulness. Here we go. Something's wrong here. Where are you? Oh, duh, because you're not able to. I can't do that. Oh, my goodness. Yes, someone is in awe of the beauty. I am definitely feeling some awe. Aw, shucks. Let's do that. We're just gonna have to like deal. Oh no, do I have to? Oh, this is so gross. I think I have to put this. You know what? I don't. I don't have to take this because I can do this, and I can do this, and I can do this. And if it's gross, then too bad. The universe will just have to deal with the grossness. I feel a little dirty right now, having done this. But that's okay. I'm nothing if not a little bit dirty. That sounds really wrong. I was talking about like the fact that I'm in Factorio being an engineer, and that was like a dirty engineering solution. So that just, we're just going to pretend that didn't get said. All right, so moving on. So that's definitely going to give us more power stuff. Look at this. This is already like leaps and bounds ahead of where it was over here. So let's get rid of this stuff. None of this is needed anymore. This was some spaghetti. Just stop, everybody. All right, so let's get all this stuff. Stop. Everybody just settle down. Calm down. All right, there we go. And then you, definitely, let's lose you. Well, no, I think you need to stay, but you don't need to be an underground. And then you all are good, and then this isn't, well. All right, well, let me figure out what is going to go here now. Don't care. I'll figure it out later. We now have power solutions happening, so this is good. So these two boxes are going to fill up, and then I'm just going to go plop them down. And they are all being fed delicious. This is fabulous. Okay, so now we have a bigger solution to our power problem, and then pretty soon I'll be able to hook up those lasers again. All right, good. How is my plane armada doing out here? Oh, look at you, all existent and everything. So now what I need to do is to figure out some way of having this thing commandable so I can go tell it to go kill stuff. I feel like it's going to go terribly wrong, but you know what? I'm not certain. There's also some cheesy thing I want to do with those, but yeah, we're not quite there yet. Okay, moving along. What was the next thing I wanted to work on? See, this is not fanned out very far at all. Look at that. That's very bad. Let's take a quick look at oil and figure out why that is still very bad. So half of these aren't even working. At least there's no more problems with the petroleum, he said, hopefully. So that's empty. And that's empty. That means we're using all the petroleum, but then these should be cracking. Why are you guys not crack-a-lacking? So they are crack-a-lacking. They have plenty of crack-a-lacking to do, but they're not. There's just. Do I have the threshold too high? Maybe I do. What's the threshold? 23K? Guess what? You just became 10K. All right, so just don't keep that much in reserve. We don't need that much. Lubricant is doing so well. So well. Okay. And let's see. I need to know how many of these things are doing the two different things. So we have you. You're doing that one. You're doing that one. So it looks the same, but because they clearly made this icon symmetric or reflections of each other, one is different. So this one's making much less petroleum, and this one's making much more petroleum. So right now I want more petroleum. So these are the ones that are making less. So I only have 1, 2, 3. And everything else is making more, I think. Okay. That's fine. Let's go ahead and just make one more of those making petroleum. So there we go. Okay. That's as good as that's going to get for right now. So let's start, I guess, making science. I was thinking about that last episode. So I need an array of... So this is the complicated part. The reason I say it's complicated is because in order to make science, I'm going to have to build out, for the next sciences at least, I'm going to have to build out a whole bunch of junk. I'm going to have to make an array for the... I'm not going to make an array for the rails. They're very simple. Well, but still, that's consuming a lot. 30 rails per 21 seconds, nearly 2. But then again, 2 per second, it's 1.5-ish. But still, that makes 4 per second. So really, one will be just fine for a very long time. One manufacturer there. Oh, hold on. Sorry? Let's see. I got about 40 more minutes. Oh. Give me 1 second. I must have a conversation. Okay, so I have been given a 10-minute alert, so I have 10 more minutes to stream. So sorry if this episode on the YouTube channel will be a little bit shorter, but life does occur. So, oh, this is looking dim. That's not good. Oh, what's happening now? It was doing so well. Oh well, I'll just go put some more out. Guess we're not going to be done with power for a while. Oh well. I'm not going to dump all this stuff here, but I am going to dump some of these things that I don't need any of. Yeah, keep those. All right, I'll have to come back for this dump chest, but I hope I'm going to have a whole bunch of these. No, not that many. Not that many. But enough to make it worth it to fly out there to stamp out another one of these things. That actually looks kind of cool. The little red flickering nature of that's actually kind of cool. Oh wow, I was like right on the money there too. All right, so I promised myself I would go put these down before I started putting anything else down. There we go. So these power poles need to get out of here. There we go. And let's get rid of this, and let's put this down first so I can power the base as quickly as I possibly can. And we'll go ahead and just put that there, doesn't matter. All right. How many do I have? I have not quite 100. I'm shy by a quarter. That's actually a lot. but I'll put them out. Again, it's I have fewer solar panels and I have more accumulators, so that's okay. Oops. Here we go. Cliffs. Stop. Stop clipping. All right, so that's what I got for right now. So all that's going to be out. So how's my power doing? Not great. So this is holding, this is holding steady, so that means I'm still in daytime. But it also means that I'm just not making enough power. I clipped those things, so what in the world is happening right now? I must have activated, there must be like assemblers and such activated inside my base that hadn't been, that had lain dormant for a while, that as a result of what I'm doing are becoming more and more active. But yeah, so we're starting to get power back into this area, so that's good. You know, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to double this line here, because I'm not I thought this would create a fairly full line here. Let's see, what does this do? Turning coal into refined fuel. What is that? So, into processed fuel, not refined fuel. So that's 6 per 6 seconds. So that's 1 per second. And what is this? This is a 30 per, how many do I have here? I thought I had 30, but I guess I don't. 24? All right, I'll put 3 more on there. That'll give me a full red line. But it is definitely, the problem was that it's consuming a full red line. That's right, because this thing is consuming 7 per second. So, yeah, putting more on here won't have any effect. Now that being said, I definitely have more coal that's available, so I guess I could just build a second line. Because this is just going to get ugly. This is not what I wanted to do right now. Golly gosh. Because this is going to have to turn into another thing. Like up here, I'm going to put the military line. This is going to turn into an oil line. Like right here on the track. So let me actually, tell you what. Let me just take 2 seconds here. I don't want to worry about power right now. So many little problems that I just... So you never want your base to be outpaced in any particular direction. See, I'm meeting my production and filling up my accumulators, so I don't know. Let's go take a look at how we're doing. And if there's anything holding up the production of these solar panels, because I think that's really, ultimately, I'd love to move the base over to just pure solar panels and accumulators. Right? Just no doubt. So let's go ahead and just fly out here and put out some more solar panels. Yep, we're on the right track. Here we go. Okay, cool. So I can I think the other problem is that when I put out more accumulators than can be handled, then that might tax the base a bit more. So let's see. All right, so now the accumulators are being drawn from as this is winding down, and they're only halfway there. So that's not great. This is about to hit 0. And then that's going down very slowly, but very surely. And when it hits 0, this is just going to guillotine. Oh, boy. Okay, so let's review the tasks we have at hand, because I keep getting interrupted by trying to do the wrong task. So that's definitely not the right way to do this game. You pick the right, if you do the right task, then you're not going to be interrupted. If you're getting interrupted, that means you're doing the wrong task at that time. So this is now at 0. This is about to hit 0 too, which means everything's about to collapse. So let's look out here. How do we have at least power in the whole array? No, of course we don't. We have, looks like 40 of those things not even working. So that's great. And so here we go. It's about to tank. Boom. And now we're at half satisfaction. And now this is going to spiral down into death. Now, does it get to death before the sunrise? I don't know. Okay. You win. This won't take too long anyways. Let's see. So what am I going to do? I'm going to bring this up, and I'm going to put a fuel refining area like right here. I didn't want to put in a whole new fuel refining area, but I'm just going to have to. There's no way around it at this point. In fact, I'm just going to temporarily, I'm not going to build this out too much. If I can't overbuild this, so let's just make this happen. So I have a bunch of fuel processors in the mall, so let's go ahead and hit that up. Oh, sunlight coming up again? Did we make it to sunrise before the awful? Yeah, we did. Okay, so at least we didn't completely collapse. That's a good sign. Fuel processors. Where area? I forget where I constructed these things. Oh, there's that. There, get out of here. Fuel processors. Fuel processors. Here we are. Okay. Just give me a bunch. Do I have enough belt? It's questionable. I think I do, but let me get some more. Alright, so now I'm stalling in the mid-game, so I'm going to have to do something clever in order to kickstart some fun. Because right now, this is the section of the game where it's like, okay, you solve the problems, and then eventually you can start building out. But until you solve these problems correctly, you doomed, bae. Young kids are using that word bae these days. You kids. Alright, so let's just build out another one of these. And I'm just going to copy and paste it here because I don't care. Because I'm gangster like that. I just don't care. Let's get this stuff out of here. I'm out of long-handed inserters. That's great. Hopefully I filled up the inventory. Nope. There's a temporary sort of inventory-esh thing that happens with this. So let's get it power, and let's get what is there operating. All right. You go up one. Good. Good. So then this is going to come out here, and you know, I want to just mix it in with that line down there. So we're just going to take a very simple, straightforward solution. We're going to cut through here. Here we go. So this is a bit silly because everything's in the way, you know. But I think I can scoot stuff out a little bit. Let's see. Oops, I can't nudge while I'm holding something in my inventory thing here. So let's do this. Wow, that was something that just happened there. That was a whole lot of something. Here we go. There. Just please work. All right. Now that's a whole lot of extra fuel being created. So hopefully, let's go ahead and put one down here. And then let's get some red inserters. And just to complete that little array. That's actually not too bad to set that up. I keep forgetting I have nanobots, which makes things go a lot faster. So let's grab some more long-handed inserters. Boom. Plop them down. All right. So now this should be completely full, so everything should be getting all the fuel they want. But they're not. What's going on here? So I think it's because I'm dividing in half and then dividing in half. So this is only seeing a quarter. So I think what I need to do is something very silly. I need to make a 1 to 3 line. That just feels silly. All right, let's see what that might look like. So a 1 to 3 line. So right now, if I put this coming in here, this is going to be a quarter, that's a quarter, and that's a half, right? So what I need to do is to get 2 halves. So now I have 4 quarters. If I have 4 quarters, let's see, what is a third, right? 33%. These are all 25%. So if I added 12.5, so what I can do is just this. This is such an absurd solution, and I am certain this is not right, but so these are 25% each, and then these are 12.5% each, right? At this point. So what I want to do is I want to combine a 25% and a 12.5%. Boom. And then the same thing here. And then this is just going to be 25%. No, this is a blob of awful that I'm doing right now. Ugh. How do you make 1 to 3 that's better than this, right? Well, this is not terrible because this is now backing up, and so now this is going to fill up. All right, well, I think we'll be okay. If these red belts can actually just supply it, then we'll be all right. It'll back up and it'll work itself out. Okay, never mind. That's going to be a mess. But unfortunately, that is all the time we have for this episode. I do apologize that it was a little shorter, but you know, real life does happen. So I must skidoodle-doo. It has been wonderful having you here, and I hope that you enjoyed the episode and that you will join me next time. Hopefully power is solved and I won't have to think too hard about it, but haha, haha, haha. Best laid plans of mice and men. Anyways, thank you so much. Take care, and I'll see you next time.